I can't play Sunspot in my Killmonger deck. Oh, Hobgoblin is hilarious into Superflow. But Drax and Rocket is 11 power, so playing 2 cards is more power than playing 1 card. Noted.
What are the odds?
Thank you, Twitch chat. Your brain is huge.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
All right, well, there goes our play for the turn. I don't think I want to Killmonger here. I think I want to hold this till later. Especially if they're, like, potentially going to put rocks and stuff into play. I think we just pass here. Hit for waiting on Killmonger. Opponent's archetype is not usually an Odin deck. And then with magic to set up here, we'll be able to Killmonger and Shang-Chi on the last turn, potentially. I'm enjoying my extra mana. Although, I guess if I let the Strange Academy pop off, it could split up Patriot and Onslaught, right? This is actually kind of good for us. I guess they could fill right, but then I could still like take 2 of these and put them here, right? Okay, so if either of these get punted out of here, that's good for us. Sick. All right, Juggernaut is not particularly useful here. So they're gonna lose 5 power here when these die. They're gonna lose 3 power here when the squirrel dies. So it doesn't even really matter where I play, right? Hey, they just assume we don't even need the Killmonger, right? Like we literally just put 6 power here and be ahead in limbo. We're already up in the Superflow. Our Daredevil friend upgrading here. Break out that frame, buddy. Oh, does it move in the order they were played? I didn't know that. I assumed it shows at random, but I guess it was a bad assumption. Oh, I need to start snapping more too. The season reset, so I need to start min-maxing my cube acquisition. I'd gotten into the habit when we hit infinite last season of just like mostly not snapping, so games could play out organically, or games could play out more often for content. But need to farm some cubes off some nerds. And Gamora is actually kind of cute with Storm as well. Like if we storm a location, we can Gamora it the following turn to kind of get a big boost there. Yeah, She-Hulk has been in the unknown section for a little bit. That's gonna Juggernaut middle again. Really?
Opponent snapped.
Just Shang-Chi mid here and we're probably fine, right? Think we died? Nah, I think we just Shang-Chi middle. We're fine. We lose by 1? Fuck, we lost by 1. We died to a bot chip. I guess I could have also just filled up left, huh? If we fill up left, the lizard loses points. Maybe that's better. I could have played 2 3s over there. Yeah, I don't think Rogue's a very good card in general, though. There's quite enough ongoing stuff in the format. Rogue always looks good when you run into the bot deck, the bot playing the all ongoing stuff deck, but on average, I think it's kind of medium. We have our new toy. Wasp plus Adam Warlock is kind of adorable. Just gonna Killmonger and clear out these ones. Docker. Okay, so trying Spider-Man mid here. I'm a little sad if they play mid. It could maybe it's safer to Spider-Man left or right. Yeah, I guess especially because they're a Patriot deck. Spider-Man plus Professor X will tie Shocker on Patriot, right?
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
It's clobbering time.
Oh, right. We were gonna get to Daredevil anyways, right? And I didn't really need the Spider-Man last turn. Oh, can I mouse over the card? You click the card to see what they play. I don't know that I like that I have to click. I just assumed I wasn't gonna get to see it. It's weird to me that it doesn't show you by default. Noted for next time.
Opponent snapped.
Opponent snapped. So they're gonna play Patriot here. And we'll put this to 10. So this will be 10 minus 8 is 2. So I'll have 2, 8, 9. So Gamora here beats this. And then we'll lose right by some amount. Will we win the tiebreaker, though? Let's find out. Juggernauting doesn't do anything because they're going to fill it in. Oh, they have Mystique, too. Yeah, so we're going to lose the... Oh, we lose middle, too, because of... I forgot we were losing middle as well because of that. Yeah. I in my brain, this was a 5 when we were tying, but that's just not the case. It's a sweet Mystique altar. Yeah, Xor. I forgot they were gonna win the center. I shouldn't have played center when I played it earlier.
This land can never be fully known. Wind aid my
Cut that out. We lost our domino to them because we're all juggernauts. A great draw though. I'm gonna snap on the juggernaut draw. Magic here, and then we'll be able to Magneto next turn off the Superflow. I'm gonna be really interested to see how much harder it feels to get to infinite in this game when there aren't bots everywhere. That's definitely true of everyone that's hit infinite at this point, that like, while you played subhumans, you also just like ended up farming a bunch of bots along the way too. Alright, so we have Bishop, and you wank him over here. How can you tell when it's a bot? Well, one, they play kind of bad. Two, they'll have certain cosmetics that normal players can't have. Well, I don't think this one's played any bot-specific ones yet. The monochromatic ones are ones they can't have. What if it's like Angela Hobgoblin here? Get in trouble if they do that, but then that's fine. Oh, this is a bot. This is a bot split. Oh, yeah, they also played Squirrel Girl turn 1. We'll play Gamora on the right, and then let's say something like Dr. Doom or White Tiger, we're good. Yeah, their deck, their bot deck is pretty unlikely to have White Tiger in it. I probably should have snapped them there. Totally wrong on my part to not farm the extra cube from them. Never not be wild to me that the most people I ban from my... Oh, I did snap that game. You're right. You're right. They hadn't snapped. It'll never not be funny to me that the most people I ban during open chat on Twitch stream while we play non-Magic games is Magic players coming over to be assholes. Just like, such a wonderfully validating decision that like we leave sub-only chat on when we play Magic, because just like, community is actually just pit stains. Not really interested in doubling him up, but we will go ahead and play him out here. We've got Storm set up for turn 3 here, potentially. Snuck Daredevil into the Crimson Cosmos, 2. I don't have any of my cards that really combo with Storm here. This might just be a play a 2 dropout angle. I've never played Netrunner. Forever ago, I played a little bit of Netrunner. Don't ask me what the rules are. I couldn't tell you. Alright, so I think we just storm the cloning vats at this point. We have priority, so our storm will flip up before they get to copy whatever they're playing here. Domino is cosplaying Sentinel. Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, that was not the Shang-Chi I wanted for Christmas, but Daredevil gets to let us know what's up here. This is a card that adds a little bit of time overall to the game, since your opponent has to make a play, and then you have to take a chance to make a play. Lady Sif plus Moon Knight. I think we just Gamora, right? I think I'm in for this. If you both play Daredevil, neither of you get it. They cancel each other out. Yeah, they've been their hella here too. World where we lose this game. If we Magneto here, we suck these 3 over to here. But then that's 7 power in this path. So we lose to a 6 drop here, or we lose to a 7 power thing here. Them playing 2 cards out here is good for us. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, that was some tasty denial. So, our boy Magneto sucked this location to fill it up, and then Ghost Rider had no room to bring anybody back. Definitely one of my favorite 6s. Certainly a gas sequence. How do you determine who gets priority? Who's ever currently winning on board has their cards flip first. And it's highlighted in the client by whose ever name is currently glowing gold. If both players are tied, it's chosen randomly, I believe. So, for example, you can see here Megamat is highlighted in gold. Their cards would flip first here on the first turn if we both had one. Players are supposed to get gold refunds from the Nexus events and Jane Foster when the next client patch goes live. So the season rolled over, but there was not a patch. Is game a you go, I go type game? It's not either of those, actually. You both play your cards simultaneously, and then they flip up. So, turn 3, for example, here. My opponent and I both choose where to make our plays. And then, so I'll choose to put my card here. They'll put their card out somewhere. We both press end turn, and then their cards will flip first, because they're currently glowing in gold, and then mine will flip second. Get to kick these out of here at least. I think I'm gonna Spider-Man the danger room here.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Armor getting tagged by Ironheart means that I can't even Professor X there safely. Feels bad, man. Oh, Killmonger's a great draw, though. I Gamora into Stark Tower, because I think they're likely to play there with the bonus coming this turn. Oh, snap. I think the Killmonger leaves us in an okay spot. I guess the Rocket Raccoon and Nightcrawler could end up in the danger room here, which would mean Killmonger's less good. Alright, deal.
All systems go.
So, snapping is like raising in poker. You snap. You can snap when you think you have an advantage, but there's also a delicate line of if you have too much of an advantage in snap, your opponent will retreat. It's basically like not all ladder matches are worth the same points. So because I snapped the turn I played Gamora, when my opponent retreated here, I got 2 cubes out of them, and they retreated because if they stayed in, they would have had to put up 4 if they lose. So it's kind of it's very similar to playing heads up poker. There's like this line you kind of have to tread of. You need to do it enough to get equity, but you don't want to push people out if your hand's actually really good. I think bluffing to try and get retreats out of people is largely wrong in Marvel Snap currently, because a lot of people don't play at that level, and they're mostly just like, people are mostly pushing. Retreating, yes, retreating is like folding after a raise. The one difference between Snap and Heads Up Poker is that the stakes naturally double up on the last turn in Snap.
Right on time.
So if both players say, okay, let's see the final turn, they both have to double, it doubles it. Yes, the Snap mechanic makes it so win rate is not the only meaningful metric, which is neat. Alright, I'm gonna storm the Space Throne. I guess I could have juggernauted the Savage Lands to lock them in the Space Throne. So now we'll Juggernaut into the flooded location, because this is the last turn cards can be played here, and Jug says anything they play here will kick it somewhere else. Now it is notable if they play multiple things here. I only have room for one. Are there any cards that interact with the Snap mechanic? They're not that are released yet, but there are some coming soon. So they spoiled there's a Mephisto is kind of screws the Snap mechanic. Oh yeah, I should snap Hulkbuster on a 1-drop here for sure. Long friends. And I could magic to get another turn here, but I'd rather just Magneto and win the game, I think. We even beat Shang-Chi here. Just a big old pile of stats. What's going on, Lens? Thanks for the 20 months. Appreciate the prime. Welcome back.
Victory.
Yes, Mephisto will be a very silly Mr. Negative card. Agree. Well, I might upgrade that Killmonger again. I like that split. Ooh, I like the Patriot Avatar.
What are the odds?
What are the odds, chat? 100%. Is the answer to her question. Yeah, they said they have plans for a competitive format, and I have to imagine it's going to involve first to X cubes, and I want a heads-up match over a multiple game series. But we don't have any info on that yet. Elysium is kind of fun. We're gonna Storm plus Magic here into Kunlun. Well, maybe I'd rather Grand Central, actually. And then next turn, will Hobgoblin mid. I don't think Grand Central is a net positive for me at the moment. Insert Spider-Man pointing meme here. All right, and you can see it's turn 5. We both played Daredevil. They just canceled each other out. Is the expected behavior there. I think you can play any of your favorite 6 drops over Magneto in that slot. Dr. Doom, Chavez. So I think the plan here is Magic Kunlun, and then we'll Spider-Man Kunlun next turn to kind of set up a win there. Snap before they see Magic. Might get blown out by a destroyer here. Maybe. Okay. All right, well, now I'll know. Now we'll know going into the last turn if they're going to have a destroyer or not, so we can bounce. So this match is currently worth 4 cubes.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
One of those could be destroyer. Yep. And unfortunately, Professor Cheese on the right means we lose the game, right? We've now lost the flooded zone. We can Shang-Chi this, but I can't do anything over in this path, so we'll retreat and we'll lose 4 cubes instead of 8.
Escaped.
I'm not sure that Hobgoblin's actually a card I like in this deck. Getting Odin to Destroyer just feels so bad with this card. I'm gonna play Dr. Octopus instead. I mean, Dr. Octopus is bad into a lot of matchups. Or a lot of places he is just not great. We could play Green Goblin to have a smaller version of that effect that just fills the curve a little better. We could also play Captain Marvel. She's a good mid-rangey card that like has some synergy with Storm. Yeah, Claw is better with Professor for sure. It's true.
Right on time.
Can a mod make a temporary command for Daredevil, please? Storm plus Domino over here. I take a second to flip up, but none of these are particularly appealing on a delay either. Well, shit. What is happening on this board, chat? Does anybody know? We're gonna flip before they do.
Wind, aid my hand.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Wind, aid my hand.
And we just have priority again here, so we're just dead, right? That's kind of a silly game.
Escaped.
Get ourselves a blue border Daredevil. 3D action going on. Captain Marvel jumps around. Well, I guess if Captain Marvel jumped, were we winning the center? Maybe we were okay there with the gamble. Chile, just one of the worst locations. It's like, and what if everything was variants? Nakia into Mr. Sinister is not bad here.
Wind, aid my hand.
We just Gamora mid now, right? I'm gonna snap him. Will they do it? Because Gamora should win us the center. And then Professor X can let us know where we want to lock down next turn. Alright, that's kind of funny. That does explain a lot. Yeah. So we'll do this. This adds 13 power to the right, and then they need to beat here, and then they also... so we'll be up 10 here, so they need to add 2 here and then 10 here, so we should be good to go. I'm not playing out armor because it's only 3 power, and Mr. Sinister is going to clone himself and make a 4 power thing, so playing this anywhere puts us down. Okay, we win the tiebreaker. Close game, though.
Victory.
That's close. We're up. So, tiebreaker is total power. So, we're up 10 here. They're up 2 here. So, we have more total power in place. So, we win the match. We've played... So, when the season rolls over, you drop 30 ranks. But then you have to play a certain number of games before you can collect all of the rewards for the ranks underneath you. That you already have from last season. There is not a secondary tiebreaker. If you have the same total power, the game ends in a draw. I need to upgrade some cards soon, shit. 40, 43. You can only hold 5,000 credits at a time. Got Daredevil, and we've got the Storm Juggernaut 1-2 punch here, which is nice. Storm Jug might be snappable on its own, honestly. It's a bot. This is a cosmetic that only bots can get currently. Snap him on the Storm Jug for the center, I think. Mordor.
Wind, aid my hand.
Opponent snapped.
The flooding's gonna be locked out here. No one to move, sure. Nice soak on Sunspot. We're kind of looking for Killmonger at this point, huh? Okay, so they have either a Professor X or a... They have either a Professor X or a what's it called in hand. But this is fine, right? I just, I think we... Well... Do we just Magneto here? If they soak all 6 energy, we lose. But I think the odds of them soaking all 6 energy is just, like, really small, right? Fuck the cheating bots, chat. I guess we're supposed to assume the bot's gonna do that. They started making the bots make their choices based on what you do. So I guess I should assume if we're in a bot, it sees me play. The bots basically have Daredevil all the time. So I guess we shouldn't do that against a bot if we lose to Sunspot soaking. We're supposed to just magic and then hope to find Killmonger as our next card.
Right on time.
Subterranean Adelaide is quite the 1-2 punch. So the bots are, let's call them a feature to try and get ranked to not have long queue times, is the TLDR. Okay, well now we Spider-Man the Avengers compound and they can't play their next turn.
Friendly neighborhood
It's
Spider-Man
like,
here.
actually time walk them.
Clear for takeoff.
Well, we'll take that, I guess. And then we just Juggernaut here, right? And we win? Oh, I should have played Domino here too, obviously. I clicked too quickly. In my brain, I was just like, oh, 5 power wins. Watch them get some kind of, like, Ironheart or something that kills us here because I didn't play Domino. Well, the good news is we were dead even with Domino. These interactive mid-range decks are so awful into these bots, huh? Like you basically just can't play any of these cards that expect you to make smart percentage plays based on what your opponent's likely to do into these bots that see what you're going to do and then flip it. Like, you just have to, like, play a deck that stacks a bunch of power up, huh?
Opponent snapped.
The bots don't even just see what you're going to do, they also see the outcome of RNG impacts. Brutal. That's, yeah, this game is definitely going to make or break on release whether or not, if that experience that we're having here against these bots is the average ladder experience for players, there's no way you're going to have people playing this game. It's just a completely awful negative experience. No 1 mana plays.
What are the odds?
Well, I think they probably just, and this is another bot chat, like we've had 3 bot matches in a row. I feel like something's got to be wrong that there's no one playing on release day when the season rolled over. I really hope we get an open beta before long, because hitting constant bots is really dry. I don't think we can realistically play this deck if we're going to keep queuing into bots. Yeah, they updated the bots so they sometimes snap on turn 1 now. This cosmetic here with the sparkly around the edges, this is a bot cosmetic currently. Unless something changed this patch. They want 15 different translations before a full release. That's a lot of translations. Well, I don't even need to Daredevil this turn, right? Because we know that everybody's playing into the Avengers compound next turn, so we can just Gamora there.
Clear for takeoff.
No, you can play Daredevil at any point, and I'll let you know what's going to happen on exactly turn 5. Check into the Strange Academy here and see what they play out here. So we can Shang-Chi here to cut the Hulk off, and then we can Daredevil here, and then if they play a card out of hand, they go down to 10 power here. And we'll be up to 11. Yeah, I think this is good.
Oh, snap.
I'm ready for the bot to do something that makes my interaction bad here, and then we'll put this deck away. Yeah, Daredevil has to be on the board before turn 5. It's a play effect. Alright, this deck's just not playable into cube farming. You just need to like play decks that can spam a bunch of power in the board onto the board that the bots decks just can't keep up with. Otherwise, you just get to like dance around whatever you do. deck should be good at farming them. Yeah, you just can't play stuff like what that other deck we were playing was doing into how their bots are programmed. They just get to... Yeah, they've literally just beat us by 1 to 2 points every single game because they get to see how it's going to play out, and the computer does the rest. And then naturally we change to a different deck and instantly queue into an actual person. Bleh. Well then. Oh, Daredevil shows them what's going to happen on turn 5, Jet. That's neat.
Opponent
Time's up.
Time's up.
Oh, snap.
That's the part where they storm a Rhino the TVA, and then we get got because I'm playing like the game's gonna end this turn.
Got him.
Let's go longer. We lose the tiebreaker by 1. An asshole sitting here spamming things after. I think I'm done for the day, chat. Between the bots and this last game, I'm just not feeling it this afternoon. I'm gonna go ahead and pop off, and I'll be back. I'm actually gonna take tomorrow off too, because I'm gonna hang out with the kids. I'll be back on Thursday. I'm just not feeling it today.